Hey, what's up everybody? Danny Lightning back with another CSR2 video, and today we're going to talk about hitting your car's sweet spot. When it comes to live racing, sometimes you should stop upgrading a car if it starts winning. First off, most of these tier 4 and tier 5 cars, once you hit 1,000 Evo points, they make the maximum RP per win after you hit 1,000 Evo points. So the goal is to find a sweet spot higher than 1,000 Evo. Alright, for example, my HPE 750, this is at like 1020 Evo when I have it tuned. Right now I'm trying to reset it because it got pushed into a faster lobby where it can't win anymore. But once I reset this car and it goes back to its normal lobby, it'll beat everybody. This car cannot be beat at its current tune. The thing is, I have a lot more parts for this car, and when I put them on there, this car starts losing. It gets its ass kicked by everybody. But at the current tune with the current parts, this car cannot lose as long as it's not been pushed into a faster lobby because it's won too many times. Now, I do have a video on how to reset your cars and stuff. Most of you guys already know about all this. But if you win too many times in live racing, you'll get pushed into faster and faster lobbies till you can't win at all. Then you have to reset these things back to where they're in their normal lobby again. But anyways, there's a lot of cars where you'll hit a sweet spot to where they're just destroying everybody, but if you upgrade them more, you may or may not end up having the same results. But yeah, like this guy at 12.000, or really close to that, this car destroys everything. Like for example, my Ferrari F40 here, this is the same way. It destroys everything. Now, my understanding is this car doesn't really have a sweet spot. It always destroys everything, but it's doing so well right now, I'm not going to put the extra parts that I have into it. Number one, I have no reason to do so. It's well up over the 1,000 Evo points, and I think this also runs right around a 12.0, and it's just destroying everybody. I don't want to upgrade it and risk it not doing well anymore, like this one did. Luckily, when I put the new parts into this one, I wrote down what I added, so that way if it didn't work out, I could remove it. And I ended up removing it and setting it back to where it was, because this thing was sitting at the sweet spot for a long time. Then all of a sudden, I got 2 more stage 6 parts for it, and I installed them, added the fusions, and it didn't work out at all. The car just got destroyed on every race, no matter what I did. So a lot of cars do have a sweet spot, and once you find that, it's best just to stop upgrading completely. Alright? So once you hit that sweet spot and your car is making max RP per win, alright, don't upgrade it anymore. How do you know when it's making max RP? Alright, well, a tier 4 and a tier 5 car, once they hit 1,000 RP, once they hit 1,000 Evo points, those cars are never going to make any more RP than that. Once they're under 1,000, they might make a little less, alright? Maybe a lot less depending on how much under 1,000 you are. Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3 cars generally seem to make the max RP around 800 Evo, I think. If I remember correctly. At least they get really good RP at 800 Evo. There's not too many Tier 1, 2, and Tier 3 cars that do really, really well at live racing and get the high Evo points, but there are some. Some of those cars do get up over 800 or even over 1,000 Evo points on Tier 1, 2, and 3. I can't really remember which ones offhand, but that's not the point. So basically, if you've got a car that starts doing extremely well in live racing and it's earning good RP, stop upgrading it. Leave it right there, okay? That's my advice to you guys. Once it does awesome, don't mess with it anymore, or you might screw it up and it may not win live races anymore. Alright? So find the sweet spot and stop. I think that pretty much wraps this video up. That covers everything here. If you guys like my videos, please hit the like button and subscribe. Alright, thanks. See ya.